foremost, free the whole world, boss. I am your gracious host, Caspian Montgomery. Welcome, Gaza Nation, to another episode of the Vybz Kartel Show. Today, we will be breaking down the brand new song, Super Soca, featuring Machel Montano. And this song just puts me right into the mood. I was never a giant fan of soca until the boss of all bosses got on a track, and then I became quite a fan, and I did some research all day at work today, and I was watching videos, and it seems like the Trinidadian women are almost as lovely as my cherished Jamaican women. So without further ado, teacher, please begin.
I met a girl from Trinidad. She from Levante area. So she know me a dancehall king. So she want teach me calypso.
Ardy the Innocent begins the first verse by letting us know that he just met a brand new girl from Trinidad, and she is from the Levante area. So that area is predominantly Afro-Caribbean. So if I, Caspian, ever get a chance to visit Trinidad, make sure that I will go directly to Levante, because that is where I want to be. I want to be at the heart. I want to be around, surrounded by all the badness, and the boss knows where to get the best women, so I'm going to assume the best women come from there. And then he says she knows that he is the dancehall king, but who doesn't at this point? He is the king of all music, period. And then he says that so she wants to teach him calypso because she already knows that he knows dancehall and reggae. So she is going to teach him how to dance to some calypso music.
She done round pon the dresser. Tell me if he apply the pressure. Me see the curtain I move now. I'm a there so the door of it drop now.
Our great Gazza Leader is now dancing with this gorgeous Trinidadian woman, and he tells her to turn around upon the dresser, so make it so her bumper is now firmly planted on his penis, and then he says that she says to apply the pressure, so make sure that she feels his hood rubbing all around that area, and then he says that he sees the curtain is moving now, and I'm going to assume that the curtain is those very skimpy carnival outfits that the women wear, and now the bumper and the vagina hole is exposed, and his hammer is now erected, meaning his penis, so the door has to drop down, and that means He has to have sex with her tonight. This woman is that good at dancing to calypso.
Choke it, yes, only choke it, boy. Bubble, well, Trini, bubble, a trouble.
The king of dancehall then says, I will try my best rendition because this is so catchy, but he says, juke it, yes, honey. Juke it, Woy, bubble, well, Trini, bubble, a trouble. And that simply means to do all types of different things with her gluteus maximus. She's bubbling, she's juking, she's whining. It is basically just a better version of what we in America and in England call twerking. But I do love to see all the Caribbean women, period, juking and bubbling and whining. It is the greatest thing my eyes have ever gazed upon.
I told her I want to catch a vibe just to take my breath. She said, be a big mistake. You just come and me no start yet.
One dawn then tells this Trinidadian woman that he needs to have a rest from all this dancing. The soca dancing is very upbeat, so he needs to just take a breath. And she says to him, baby, that is a big mistake. You just got here, and I haven't even started yet. So just think of that. If you do listen to soca music, it is almost like EDM for the Caribbean. It is very upbeat, and these women must be in great shape. They must have great cardio. And the boss is saying, please, just slow down. I need to take a break, woman. And she's saying, no, we have just started. We have all night to do this. So you better get in line quickly, Adi. Catch your breath and get right back on her bumper. And with that last line, we have reached the glorious chorus.
All night, party, party, party. All night, party, party, party. All night, party, party, party. You're feeling arty, arty, arty. One person, body, body, body.
This chorus is simply mesmerizing. Big up the living legend, TJ Records. I did not know that you had this in your bag. I didn't know that you were making soca beats and dancehall beats. You are truly a legend, and this chorus is just straight to the point and very catchy. It's all night we are going to party, and then it's repeated, and then the women, they are feeling very naughty, probably drinking some Caribbean rum, and he's saying if you are feeling frisky, as I like to say, then you should whine upon somebody. So find whichever man that you fancy and just have a great time with that man. And this chorus just makes me want to party all night. You all know that Caspian does love dancing, so if you put me in Trinidad, or if you put me in any of the Caribbean, I believe that I would dance until I have a heart attack and drop out.
I met a girl from Jamaica. She says she come from Portmore. From she rise the soca king. She want show me dance all bubbling.
Mr. Montano begins the second and final verse by playing off of Adi's last verse, and now he's saying he met a girl from Jamaica, though he is from Trinidad, and she comes from Portmore, and we all know that Portmore is home of the Gaza, and then she already knows that he is the soca king, so there's two kings on this track, and she wants to show him what dancehall is all about. She's going to be bubbling and breaking his body and doing Jamaican gymnastics all over this man, and I'm sure he's going to fall in love.
She put her foot on the speaker and tip and she touring. Yeah, then she whine and bend over. One time everything start juggling.
Machel, the soca king, then lets us know that this wonderful Jamaican dancer, she puts her foot upon the speaker, so there's a sound system there. She puts her foot on the speaker so you can get a better view of that beautiful ASS, and then she tips upon her toe ring. Have you ever seen that when a woman gives you the extra arch? She's just on her toes. You can see the ball, the heel of her foot. Her foot bottom is just out there, and that gives her an extra arch of her bumper. And he says, then she is whining and bending over, and at one time everything starts juggling. And when he said that line, I automatically pictured Danny Boo. She can juggle her entire body, and it's all natural, and it hypnotizes me every single time I watch her. Her entire body is just shaking, and her skin is very nice and clean. Big ups to Danny Boo. She is a wonderful dancer.
Juke it, hey, yeah, juke it, yes, yally, bubble, she whine on the double M.
And now, Double M, he says, with his own Trinidadian slang mixed in, he says, juke it, juke it, juke it, hoy! Juke it, juke it, juke it, yes, yardie. Bubble, 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 she wine pundy, double, 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 and double M, and that is Machel Montano. So, she is whining and juking and bubbling all over him, and I'm very pleased how they took every single part of the song and they just tweaked it a little bit so they sound, they are going for the same concept, but they are putting their own flavor on it, and I find that to be quite wonderful.
I tell she I am my expert when comes to wine, she said, why don't play with me? You better come here ready to go.
Gaza Nation, do you remember in the first verse how the Trinidadian woman, she made Vybz Kartel tired of dancing soca right away because he's not used to doing that? Well, now Mr. Machel, he says that he told this yardie, this Jamaican woman, he says that he is an expert when it comes to whining, and then she says to him, boy, you better not play with me, you better come here ready to go, because she is going to probably break all the bones in his body. It is very dangerous dancing with a professional Jamaican woman, so he better have his game face on when he is dancing with a yardie woman. And with that last line, we have reached the end of another Vybz Kartel and our first Machel Montano masterpiece. As always, Gaza Nation, thank you for tuning in. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We are very close to 10,000 subscribers. And also, big up to Unique J on Instagram because he won the free bank robber clocks giveaway, and I'm very excited to give back something to the community that has got me here and supported me all the way to where we are at this current day. We are praying every single second that Adi is freed up yesterday. He should have been freed up before Christmas, but now we are hoping in January. I will not take up any more of your time, so until we meet again, it is Gaza, me say, forever.
All night, party, party, party. All night, party, party, party. All night, party, party, party. You're feeling auntie, auntie, auntie. One more somebody, body, body.